Who are those people? You know, the guys playing golf in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. The woman wearing $1,000 shoes at a cafe in the city. The kid in the ripped jeans driving a $200,000 sports car. What do they know that you don't? One word: leverage. Working smarter, not harder. Owning their own business, not being owned by a job. The good news? We have it. Interested?
Hey, welcome everyone. You guys know it's the business of travel and it's her big announcement. As always, we bring it to you live as an interview style with one of the latest and greatest professionals that we have had join the industry. So I want to welcome you to a future filled with limitless possibilities. Now imagine a life where you can enjoy complete and absolute freedom. Picture yourself as the owner of your own business where you can call the shots, work for no one, and there is no limit to your earning potential, right? Not only that, but you can also have a blast making money and having a positive impact on individuals. What makes this business venture so even more enticing is that you don't have to blaze a new trail or venture into uncharted territory. You have the power to design the business around your life, whether that's reshaping your life to fit a traditional business model, or this business can basically be one that fits in with your lifestyle to be congruent and not conflicting. The ultimate key is to unlock the door to true freedom. So here's 3 tips that I want to share with you before we get started to pursue that success, right? So 3 essential ingredients are required. Yes, this is an interview process, not only for the professional that I'm gonna bring on board, but to you too. If you feel that you're interested in starting a new career field or even a new profession and basically owning your own business, you must have first, a burning desire. Yes, a burning desire. You got to be fueled by something. You got to have a hunger for success or a hunger for money. One of the two. You got to have some drive, right? Something that drives your bank account daily, where you look at it and be like, it ain't what I like it to be. So you drive yourself to make it what you want it to be, right? To success level. Then number 2, you have to be coachable. When I tell people this and I ask them this question, I say, hey, are you coachable? They be like, well, yes. And I say, wait a minute. Define to me what you feel coachable is, right? What does that mean to you, coachability? Because coachability means different things for different people, but it's crucial for you to have the willingness to listen and learn from those who genuinely just really want to help you by investing their time. And y'all know I'm all about time, right? Once we lose it, it's gone, it's gone. So time is an investment that we can't get back. So if someone is willing to invest their time into you for you to succeed, come on now, somebody, pass the collection plate. That's a hint, and a clue, because the knowledge and guiding and educating you towards your growth to your next level success is something that you will have becoming a part of this industry. And number 3, having a strong work ethic. You must. You must be prepared to put in the effort. Listen, it won't get done unless you do it. Where do you go where you get paid for nothing? I did that on purpose. Put in the comments. If you're looking at the replay, put in the comments. Where do you go where you do work and you get paid doing nothing? Now, if y'all got one of them jobs, please tell me. But the whole key of the matter is this. Even if you don't feel motivated, you still gonna have to bring home the bacon. Even if you have a headache, you still gonna have to bring home the bacon. It's your willingness, the consistency for you to be able to have that non-negotiable for you to achieve your next level success, meaning you still got a job, you go 8 to 5, 8 to 9, whatever you do, you still wake up in the morning despite how you feel to go. And all I'm saying is one of the things that's part of a professional and business owner as an entrepreneur in the travel industry is your work ethic. It all rises and falls on you. Your success, if it's going to be, is up to you. As I would like to say, it's up to me when I say it to myself. But I have the privilege and the honor and the most, this young lady, she's so phenomenal, and she has embraced this opportunity. She stepped into the future where her dreams can become a reality. Now, did this happen overnight for her? Absolutely not. But I want to take the time out to move myself out of the way because I don't want to take her shine away and introduce this lovely, dynamic young woman who is, like I like to say, a heart driven. Those three things that I just told you about that you need to succeed in just life in general and also in business and in your profession. She exudes all these characteristics and then some, right? She has a servant leader heart where she's always willing to help any body, doesn't matter who it is, she's willing to help them. And sometimes, y'all, you know that's hard to come by. Not only is she that, she is a young lady who's a daughter of two outstanding individuals. She's a sister, she's an aunt, she is family oriented and driven. Understand that when you have someone who is willing to sacrifice and do the things that they want and need for their family, it's a win-win. And so she said, the time is it's up to me if it's to be, right? So let me introduce to some and reintroduce to others this dynamic queen right here, Miss Lady J Bookums. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Are you there?
I can see you, I can hear you, and I am definitely right here.
I see you, and you're coming in loud and clear. How are you today, lovely?
I'm amazing. I feel great. Can't complain, won't complain. How are you?
I am fabulous, fantastic, and simply amazing. Pura Vida lifestyle here in Costa Rica, handling a group right now that's having an enjoyable time at Planet Hollywood. So if you haven't been here, you definitely want to come. So, lady, let's talk about you. Tell the audience who you are, a little bit about yourself, your background. The floor is yours.
Okay, so for those of you that do not know, I am Lady J Bookums. A lot of people have known me by Lady J Bookums for many, many years. Years ago, I was a part of the music industry. Around 2021, I decided that I ain't want to do that no more. I had something that was like brewing inside of me to do something different. And it really stemmed from the passing of my brother. Before my brother passed, he always spoke to me like, sis, you gotta get out, you gotta go and see the world, you gotta do different things because he had done a lot of traveling in his short lifetime. So in 2020, I was really going through a lot of motions within myself, about what I was doing. I wasn't feeling fulfilled, even though I was working with independent artists. I had courses, I had members, I was doing all of these things. We were doing showcases and everything. And I just felt very empty and unfulfilled. And it was to the point where I was pushing myself to be a coach, to get on my courses and teach and everything. It was like every day I had to fight to get myself on and put on a smile for these people. And one day I was just feeling so down, and it was around the anniversary of my brother's passing. Literally, like the day before every year is a build up to his date. And I just was feeling really down, and my sister advised me to read the Four Agreements. So I was on Amazon, I was looking at the book, but then, all these other books were popping up, and I saw a book called The Alchemist. So I ordered them both. When they got to me, they came like the same day because I was up early in the morning. When they got to me, I ended up reading The Alchemist. And as I was reading, I've never read a book so quick. It's not a big book, but I've never read a book so fast, like I couldn't put it down. And it's about going on a journey to find your purpose. And it was like touching on my soul, like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been feeling like. Something has been missing. And in that moment, that was in September of 2020, I made a decision that I was going to leave the music industry alone. I sent emails to all of my students that were in my courses. I let everybody know this is a wrap. I'm done. And I appreciate y'all, but I have to go. I let all my family know, listen, 2021, I'm leaving. So I started buying maps. I started looking at where am I going to go. This was also the top of the penny, when that was happening. And I just started mapping things out in 2021, January 2021, which is also my birthday. I left the country by myself and moved to Mexico to start. And that is where my journey or my love for travel started. Once I left the country in 2021, and I was gone for probably about 9 months of that year, just visiting other countries and different cities and whatnot out of the country. And yeah, that's where it sparked. That's what sparked for me. And I was like, wow, I have really been missing out on a lot of life, not being able or willing or anything to travel, because a lot of people don't like to travel solo either. So that's where it pretty much started for me, with travel. And that's what led me to getting involved into this business, because I love to travel. I love to see different places, and I love to bring my family and friends along for that journey as well.
I get excited when I'm over here. Listen, I have to get my notebook. Y'all know how I do, y'all. I got to get my notes out, because when my interviewees be dropping these gems, I don't know if y'all heard her say she wasn't filled. Have you ever been in life where you just feel like you're in that redundant circle, like the little hamster that's going, running, 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 and it's the same thing over and over and over again, and you're not fulfilled? So, Jay, you had said that happened, and you're a young lady. But it doesn't matter what, and I said that for a purpose, because it doesn't matter how old you are. Life is life. Life University has no age on it. It starts from the time we enter this world to the time we leave this world, right? So there's no definition of when life can start happening. So life started happening to you at a very young age. And you made some decisions that most people don't have the courage to make. Not only did you go from tragedy, and that's what I'm going to put this in here, tragedy to triumphant. You turned the situation, with your brother's passing, to basically him encouraging you. He encouraged you to make this steps. He said, hey, there's so much more out there. There's life out there, and he wants you to live it. And you're living up to his expectations and doing the dang thing, making him proud. When you said you left the country January 2021, Mexico, and then your love for travel. Oh no. Man, technology just won't let us be great, but we're gonna keep this moving. So, Jay, I heard, your brother being one of the factors of, you making some choices and decisions, along with the fact that you wasn't fulfilled, and that led you to read, which led to some self-developing for you with The Alchemist. When you said the Four Agreements, I absolutely love that book. I didn't know about The Alchemist, but I'm definitely got it adding it to my repertoire. But the Four Agreements, I know it's an amazing book. So if your sister recommended that, and then you saw The Alchemist and you loved it, I said, I'm going to go check that book out. So y'all, the Four Agreements is amazing, and so is The Alchemist. So we just dropped some gems for you to go and, yeah, we don't get anything from that. That we call that referral marketing. That's for free.
Okay.
So you got that for free, right? So here we go. Besides what has transpired in your life, and I don't want to assume, but what is driving you?
Well, now it's the freedom. I think I'm at a point in life, I'm getting a little older. But I'm at that point in life where I crave freedom from all things, from all limitations. Um, if I learned anything while spending that time out traveling, because I was really in another world. Like, I didn't know anything that was going on in this world here. In reality, I was really living in a dream, in a bubble. And I felt very free during that time. And every time I go on a trip, every time I go out of the country or go to a new place, or even back to a place that I've been before, I always have this sense of freedom when I do that. And that is what is driving me now, because traveling is not cheap. Okay. And the way that I travel, I don't vacation like many people vacation, but travel for me is a lifestyle. So my lifestyle includes me being out of the country for months at a time, being able to, feed myself and experience the land, excursions, the people. It's a way of life for me. And I need the freedom financially to be able to do that, because that is what brings me joy. I need the freedom time wise to do that, because you know the last vacation trip, whatever you want to call it, that I went on, I was living in Bali for a little over a month. But there came a point where I had to come back home, because every time I go on these trips, I have to come back to some type of work. I have to rebuild, resave for that, and then it's like by the time you want to take another trip, you're either making the decision to try to axe your job for that time off, or you're going to take that time off. I took that time off. And when I came back, I decided, like, you know what, I can't go back into this because it doesn't allow me to have the freedom that I want. So that means I have to double down in my business so that I can create that freedom, not just for me, but also for my family, because my family and my very close circle of friends, we are travelers. And it really started from when I went on my journey in 2021 and I was traveling. I left everybody. I was solo traveling. And everybody was like, when you come back? I'm not coming back no time soon. So they started to come visit me. And my friends, some of them didn't even have passports at that time. And it inspired them to get a passport so that they can come visit me and experience what I was experiencing. And they were coming for 9 days, not no little short 5 days. They were coming for 9 days, 12 days. Some stayed with me for a month. My parents came out. And since that time, now everybody is on the travel wave. Like, it's hard for me to solo travel because everybody wants to go. So this business is really allowing me to create the financial freedom, not just for myself, but also for my family, the time freedom, because we all want to go when it's time to go. Nobody likes being left home. Okay. So they all want to go. My friends, everybody wants to be able to go. And that is what's really fueling me in my business. Like, I need to create that atmosphere for myself so I can always live that kind of lifestyle.
Look, again, I'm over here. I'm like, wow. Y'all heard that story? Like, that's amazing. Travel and freedom. Like, she understood that, hey, she still had to come back. She has something to come back to. And she's at a point in her life right now, what's driving her, she's tired of coming back. She's tired of like having to put in that time out. When you get to a point where you're fed up, enough is enough, you make some adjustments and corrections. And I know that perseverance is a huge thing with people, because again, we know that life be life in. So it's, again, your work ethic, what's driving you. You hear her work ethic. So she paid and invested to get started in this amazing opportunity that speaks to her heart posture, basically. Travel and an opportunity to be able to be free to do so without having to come back, right? So her initial investment was $199.90, was it not, Jay?
Sure was.
Less than $200. And you guys know we spend $200 on, go and look at your bank account right now. And I will guarantee you you can add it up between the fast food restaurants right now that in the States cost like $15. I was like, oh my gosh, it's really expensive. And it's super duper easy, especially if you're more than a family of one. It's super easy to spend $100. So right. She invested $199.90 to get her business started. But Jay, what was the hardest part about getting started in your business?
So for me, I would say, it wasn't the money. The hardest part probably just myself. I think when we're starting things, we battle with our own thoughts and our own fears, our own limited beliefs and things of that nature. And for me, coming into this business, there were a lot of things that I had to overcome mentally, because I have been in some other businesses, not a travel business, but other businesses that has kind of a structure similar. And, that previous experience kind of was like, I don't really want to do this again. But the difference in the experiences were that I never really had a passion for the product that they were selling. They were still in their own right an amazing business. They have still created a lot of entrepreneurs, financial freedom for people, and all these good things. But I didn't have a passion for anything that we were presenting to other people. And in this business, I have the passion for what our product is, which is travel, right? So that was motivating. But to do all the other things, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. But in speaking with you mostly, that it just allowed me to make a decision. And once I got started, my next challenge once again was myself, because now, once you make a commitment to be in something and you're excited about it, I'm a creator, so I can already envision where I want to be, right? So in my mind, I am already living in my dreams. I live in my dreams, but I still have to be present in the present, because in my dreams, I'm already, in the Maldives on a bungalow over the water, just working my business, but in the present I'm sitting here. So it's like that feeling of like, oh, I just want to be there so bad. Or I look at people like you, my sponsor, or even our directors, and I'm thinking like, I just want to get there so bad. I want to be at that rink so bad. Sometimes that can make you feel away like, oh, I'm not there yet. And it builds up inside of you because you just want that so bad. So it's like I constantly and that's the winning in me. I want to win, but I want it now. But I also understand, I tell myself, look, there's a process. I got to go through the process. I got to be plugged in. I got to go through training. I have to go through these steps in order to get to that place. I have to put the work in, right? So there's a place that you always have to start from, even though you can see not the finish line, because I feel like when you're in personal development and you're steady excelling and ascending and all of these things, there's always another finish line. There's always another milestone that you're going to hit if you're continuously growing throughout your life. But I can see the milestones, and I'm just like, right now, I have to overcome myself of feeling bad because I just want to be at the end right now, So
Yeah.
I have this daily talk with myself. Like, I understand I want to be a winner, and every day I am winning because every day I am putting in my work. Every day I am plugging in a little bit more. Every day I am sharing the opportunities and gaining new business partners within this business. So every day is a win, So I have to
Yeah.
tell myself that in the midst of like, oh man, but I'm not there. But that's okay, because I'm right here, and where I am right now is not where I was a month ago. So it's steady progression when you're winning. And I think it's okay to accept, like they say, the present is the gift. I've been given a gift, I believe, with this opportunity. So at every milestone, I am unwrapping that gift. And when I get to that point where I'm in the Maldives, sitting on my overwater bungalow, that is going to be my present once that gift is unwrapped, So I'm just going through the phases. I think, to answer your question, the biggest obstacle, the biggest challenge is myself and my process of thinking at every level. Once I hit another level, I have another thought process, and I always have to overcome myself.
Man, I'm gonna put this up here. Is your worst enemy. I'll look at this that I'm about to put up here and understand what she just said. Your inner me is your worst enemy. It's your self limiting belief that can hinder you and keep you from progressing forward. But I want you guys to understand what she said. Every day, her mantra is, I live in my dreams. I want to win. In my dreams, I'm winning. I'm on my overwater bungalow. Man, that is such an amazing mindset to have, to understand no matter what your present situation is or your present circumstances, the reason that we exist is to be able to have a purpose in this world. If you're blessed to find your purpose, that's even more amazing. But no, everyone is placed on this earth for a reason. But to even understand what that means, and then have a mindset to say my circumstances is not going to be a result of my success. I'm going to make sure my mind is in a different way to make sure that I'm succeeding. Like, I'm going to have a winning mindset to achieve my next level of success. So you've already you're mastering it, you're getting it, and that's amazing. And you gave examples of what you want to strive to be like. Like I have my examples. You mentioned our directors. I have coaches, I have mentors who I look at and I say, I'm gonna copy the right cat, right? I'm going to copy the right cat. That's a lifestyle I want to hear. Y'all heard her say she traveled because it's a lifestyle for her. I tell you guys, I travel because it's my therapy. You guys, everyone has a reason for why they travel. And most of the time it has to do with what's going on inside. Like it's a need versus a want to a lot of us. When you see a lot of people that are frequent travelers, it is a need. It's a vibe. And if you don't really understand the vibe, we want to help you to understand it, don't we, Jay? But it's kind of hard if you don't get it. But Jay, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because you were like mapping it out. So I am really curious, where do you see yourself in your mind in 5 years?
So when it comes to like this business, and within 5 years, I definitely see myself as what we call a 5-star director. I see myself ranked up, and not just by myself. I see my family, because my family, they're a part of this business as well, which is great, because now they can book their own, they can build their own, and everybody ain't got to ride my wave, right? But I see us all just sitting somewhere with my family, with other business partners, really by the side of an infinity pool, just laughing and enjoying ourselves and strategizing about how we present this opportunity to more people so they can get where we are. I see myself being the free person that I crave to be, in all aspects, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, time freedom. I see a complete circle, which is spirit. I see a spirit of freedom over my life, that is what I see, and I feel like for me, the skies are limitless, in what I'm able to create. I think every day, every time I get a new business partner, every time I have another meeting with our team and everything, it's like my imagination it's very vivid. It's like something is added every time. So I just see possibility. In 5 years, I'm definitely hitting all the marks of my goals, but I know in 5 years, I'm probably going to be beyond what I even imagined in this moment.
Woo, girl, you said a whole word right there. So I have to drop it down so people can understand. She's talking about financial freedom and legacy for her family. If you were not understanding and feeling what she's dropping right now, because earlier y'all heard how she talks about her family and how they are travelers and how they get together, and strategically in her mind, she wants success and financial freedom, not only for herself, but for her family, to where she can leave legacies. When she said that she wants to be a 5-star director, I want to put it up here so you can kind of understand what that means. A 5-star director means she has grown an organization of 4,000. That's 4,000 individuals that love to do what she loves and have the passion to do what she loves to do and help other people do it too. It's all about travel, y'all. She said it's our product. It's the sexiest thing in the industry. It's a $9 trillion industry slated to double. Y'all see the planes, trains, and automobiles? Everybody is doing it or want to do it. And the only thing that's keeping them from doing it is time and money. But as we get ready to wrap this up, Jay, you did amazing. And honestly, we got through all our questions. It just all flowed that way, But this one I'm going to throw into it because we talked about the initial investment, right? But I wanted to make sure we didn't skip out over this. $2 a day. That's how much you pay for both of your businesses, right?
Exactly.
And she told you when she got started, that wasn't the hardest part of her getting started. Her investing into this business wasn't it, right? That's not the deal. We always believe in striving for a return on investment. So when you invest in something, you're in business to make a profit. And we're all about getting that ROI. So if you think that this is something where you a number and we just pick you because we want you, no, we gonna interview you just like we doing this. Are you even a good fit? Is this right for you? Is this right? Is this gonna work for you? Is this something that you going to, these questions that I ask her, we ask people like, what's driving you? What's going on? If you like, all you do is sit at the table and play video games or sit in your chair, thank you, but no thank you. We'll pass. When you're ready, come back and holler at us. Again, travel is the sexiest industry in the world. We don't have to sell it. It sells itself. So we don't, it's not, and nor do we have to beg because it's not a begging business. She's doing what she do because she loves to do it. You heard her background. You heard her story. It's not necessarily a want. It's a need for her lifestyle. And she told you travel is expensive. Y'all, if y'all didn't hear that. And the fact that she positioned herself to make it her business so that she can get a return on an investment, that's a hint and a clue. Y'all, if y'all ain't got these notes, y'all better get some.
And Janae, let me say this, because when we're talking about the investment and the money, you know, I have started other businesses before, right? Spending money to get it started, to get it incorporated and everything. And the difference between that and doing something like this is that, yes, I put the money in, but I also, as an entrepreneur, had to figure everything out by myself. Like, okay, what do I do now? You know, how do I get this business out? How do I promote my product? What am I going to do? What does my routine look like? You know, becoming an entrepreneur, you're responsible for figuring everything out along the way. And when I joined this business, there was a lot of things that are already in motion for me, you know, so it's like I didn't have to take so much time figuring things out because it was already there laid out for me. So it's really joining a business that already has structure, that already has training, that already has coaches, that already has business partners, that already has a product that people are searching for, instead of you know, creating your own business, trying to start something new, right? So it just already has everything designed into one entity, which is what I really enjoy about the business, you know. And when I'm bringing other people in, it's like, relax, because all you got to do is this, you know, it's there for people to see and for them to be able to execute easily, I feel, to pass the opportunity along to other people.
Absolutely. Listen, on that now, I'm going to drop the mic. Woo! That is it. Lady J, I want you to tell them what is the name of your business? How can they reach out and find you?
So I created my business within this business, and my company is called Lost with Lady. So with my trips, you can book the trips, you can book custom trips, or you can go on my Lost with Lady group trips. And you know, my company is different from a lot of others because my itineraries are hidden from the travelers until they get to the trip and experience every day. So every day is an adventure. It's a new experience. It's really playing out my experience with travel, because I just got lost in the world. I didn't know what to expect, but I was experiencing the joy of life purposely, right? With intent. So that is my company, Lost with Lady. You can go on any of my social media platforms to connect with me, to book with me. And if you want to partner with me, you can also reach out to me through social media. And yeah, we can set up a call and get you started.
So is it www.lostwithlady.com?
So www.lostwithlady.net. I am going to switch over because this morning I just bought the lostwithlady.com, because someone bought my domain years ago when I was becoming known on social media. Somebody bought somebody bought my domains, and I just was able to get it. So yes, by today you'll be able to go to lostwithlady.com or Lady J Bookums, LadyJBookums.net.
Wow. And I'm going to tell you, that is a known thing. So thanks for dropping that. I'm going to drop this, and we're going to share one more tip with you guys before we get out of here. Make sure I put this right. Lady J Bookums. All right, LadyJBookums.net. and www.lostwithlady.com. All
Yeah,
right, let's see. We got here lostwithlady.com or www.lajbookums.net. That correct?
that's correct.
All right. So you guys see where to reach out to her. So she dropped the last gem for you guys. She told you how to reach out to her, how to partner with her, how to follow her socials, how to connect with her trips. And these are amazing surprise trips. And she also shared that nugget. If you got something going on, you got people that will steal from you. So you need to protect your assets. So here's just a little freebie for you. Domains don't cost a thing, man. You can get a domain for $5, $10. You pay an annual fee for it to keep it and sustain it. But what happens is when people see you moving and doing things, they like, oh, they're gonna get ready and do a domain. So they will go ahead and purchase your domain and hold it hostage for you so you can pay them thousands of dollars versus $5. So don't wait, don't hesitate. Go and get in the game and at least get a domain. If you have a .com, you have a .com, and we're just speaking truth right now. And listen, Jay'll tell you, coaches will charge you $1,000 just for something we just said you can do, just that easy. She's a coach, y'all. Well, she's a coach, y'all. She's a coach. No, that's not. She's a coach. She knows she's been doing this. She's been doing it a while. She told you started in the music industry. So understand you might want to take that jam for real and run with it. If you're in that position where you're a creator and you're thinking about doing something brand new, are you like Jay, you want to get on her squad and be like, yes, I want to roll with you? She's going to teach you those things too, to be able to protect not only your creativity, but also your business. We do that too, you guys. So you don't have to be like, I never understood entrepreneurship. I don't know what it's like. No, we're not going to leave you by yourself. She told you, you get the training. Everything is already a franchise within a business model. It's a business model franchise within it. So you fall on resources and tools, in addition, bonuses and perks of having additional people to help you. So Lady J, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for launching your business, Lost with Lady, where you can reach out to her, join her exciting adventures, or partner with her in doing what she's doing. Because in the next 5 years, y'all know what she's gonna be. She already told you, another 5-star. Be a part of that number. Be a part of that number. Okay, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. We truly appreciate you. We like likes, we like hearts, and we love shares because Gloria says sharing is caring. And lastly, if no one has told you today that you're loved, we love you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do but simply love us back. Take care, be blessed, and have an amazing
Thank
rest of
you.
your day. Bye-bye, everybody.